This is not the video I was hoping to make, but here we are. I'll explain as we go, but first let's just start at the beginning. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Cynthia, and this is my friend Lennox. Alright, confession time. I don't sing well. My voice doesn't sound good, and I'm really sad about it. I feel like I'm starting from zero. I have no natural talent when it comes to singing. But I've always wanted to learn. Since I was a little girl, I wanted to learn how to sing well, but it just hasn't happened, and I feel like I owe it to myself to really learn and make myself proud. But I want to approach it in a different way, where I make things fun as much as possible instead of getting stuck into like a series of vocal exercises that I loop for months without any results, you know. The sound of my voice, like my vocal tone, is very flat. If I try my very best, it sounds monotone. Quietly, the lights raise every day back to you, and whisper sleep. The falling rain's making me sleep. Warm on my cheek. So the tone of my voice is not great. I can't really hold a note. My voice is super wavery and pitchy. I have all the problems basically. Street lamps in the park, your hair feather dark. And I was talking about making things fun before. What's the most interesting to me is writing my own songs, singing my own songs, as opposed to doing covers. So that's what I'll be doing a lot. I have a song here with a working title called Gray.
Over the weekend, David helped me put together a basic track for my first verse. So I have a beat, bass, a little bit of a guitar. Now I'm ready to do some vocals. Let's see what I sound like. I feel my heartbeat in my head. I need some kind of soothing rest. The winds will always blow the clouds away. We're at day one of this adventure, and I feel like I sound pretty bad. Oh, my voice sounds closed off. Alright, I practiced a bunch. And I had another conversation with David. Basically what David suggested was that for practicing this song before recording it, I should focus on 3 elements, which are rhythm, pitch, dynamics. I focused on it, practiced, and this is the best I can do for now. I feel my heartbeat in my head. I need some kind of soothing rest. My mind won't stop looping instant replays. And I walk on and do my best. A quiet storm brews in my chest. The winds will always blow the clouds away. If you want to follow along, the difference between this, what you're watching now, and whatever you've seen on YouTube before is that it's going to take a long while for me to get here, and you're gonna see all the twists and turns. I'm giving myself 3 years to get good at this. Yeah. 711 days later, I kind of quit again. I didn't officially quit, but I didn't follow through. I was not consistent, and that's the problem that I feel like I've always had is I'm trying, do it for a while, quit, and then time flies 2 years passed by. I was shocked when I looked at the footage, and I looked at the timestamp on the footage, and I realized that it had been 2 years. It made me so sad. This video is actually really hard to make because the reality is that I'm exposing all my flaws, my failures, my shortcomings for the world to see. But I think it's important to do it just because there's millions of us. We all have those feelings of, I want to exercise, I want to become more healthy, learn a new language, and we really truly want to do it, and we try to do it, and we quit, and it makes us feel super guilty and bad. It happens a lot. Listen, I'm in my 40s, I'm trying to learn a new skill, singing, and I'm trying to learn guitar. And some days I feel so silly, but at the same time, I really want to learn. Here's what I know. In the past, when I've tried new things or tried to stop things or to start things, it was never very linear. For example, I was smoking in my 20s and I really wanted to quit smoking. It took me maybe 12 times for it to stick, as in, I would wake up one day and be like, that's it, I don't feel good, I want to quit. I would take all my cigarettes, break them, wet the packs, throw cartons of cigarettes in the trash, and then quit for like 3 days, then start again. That happened like 12 times. I kept trying, and at some point it stuck, and now it's been like 25 years. I haven't smoked in 25 years. When it comes to learning a new skill or reaching a goal, first is the misconception that I have to do it perfectly the first time and it's gonna stick the first time. And if I'm not, then I'm doomed. I shouldn't even try. I failed, I'm a failure. But that's not how life works, right? Progress is not linear. Nothing is perfect. Nobody's perfect. The first time that I learned to ride a bike, I didn't get it right the first time, and I wasn't consistent practicing my bike every day for 15 minutes. That's not how it worked. I probably scraped my knee, cried, didn't want to do it for 3 weeks, and at some point it stuck. But I didn't judge myself as, you're not a biker. That makes no sense. And the second problem is guilt. The guilt of not having stuck to my word is so heavy, and it saps so much joy that it makes me want to just put whatever goal I had aside and hide it really far away, because every time I think about it, there's that pang of guilt that really hurts. And I'm not alone in that. I know I'm not. So this is my reminder to myself to not be harsh on myself, to remove all feelings of guilt. It's not gonna help. To not let failure define me, because I know from the past, from quitting smoking, that all the little failures of today and tomorrow and the upcoming weeks are just the building blocks of my overarching success, because at some point it's gonna stick and I'll look back on it thinking, oh yeah, I did quit, and I tried to quit this way and that way and the other way. And along the journey of trying to quit, I learned different strategies, and at some point with all those learning experiences, it collided into being able to do it at the end. It's my reminder that it's never too late. I saw a lady on Instagram, I forget her name, I'll insert it here. I think she started bodybuilding at 70 years old. She lost a bunch of weight and she bulked up and she started to do bodybuilding. Super inspiring. It's never too late. I know it's never too late. I have so many examples of that. I read books of like late bloomers, people that started learning skills later in life. It's a fact. It's just that I feel like we've been programmed, so many of us, to learn that if you didn't start when you were 9, it's pointless. You're not going to be able to do it, which is ridiculous. Completely false and ridiculous. I mean, if you can see, you can learn to draw. If you can speak, you can learn to sing. If you have fingers, you can learn to play guitars. Come on, it's just 1 and 1 equals 2. But for some reason, we think it's like magical hocus pocus things, but it's really not. So it's never too late, and I'm telling myself that. It's never too late. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't give up. Do your best. Remove the guilt from the equation. What's the plan? The plan is that I'm still gonna vlog the process of trying to learn a new skill, guitar, voice, songwriting, all that stuff, because I love it. I want to do it with David more and more as we grow older. I want to get better. I'm gonna keep trying until it sticks, but I know that I'm not gonna be perfect. There might be, in weeks to come, times when I fall off again for a little while, but then I'm gonna keep back on. Like, I know it's not gonna be linear. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, but I'm gonna keep going. I know in the video I said I'm giving myself 3 years. Well, that was maybe my mistake. I'm giving myself a lifetime to do it. That might be a bit smarter. And one thing I feel like I got right in that video is that I had this quest to find the fun in it. I think that's how I want to go about it. I know that some people are very good at self-discipline and they can grind out certain things. I have a hard time with that. When it doesn't feel fun or exciting, I have a lot of avoidance around it. I think I need to keep short little bursts of fun. I'm gonna try to vlog those, and maybe by seeing me like struggle, make all the mistakes, and getting small little wins, it might inspire you to do whatever your thing is, you know, whatever hobby you have. I am not alone. I know we're all human. We feel all the same things. But also, you probably have precious knowledge that I don't have. Like, have you quit and then succeeded? How did you go about it? How was your learning journey? What it could be about singing or playing an instrument, but it could be about learning another skill, you know? How did you go about it? What was the most helpful? Did you like really quit and give up, and now you're trying to maybe start again? Or did you quit, and then finally it worked? Tell me your secrets. Tell me your tips. I'm all ears. You know about me quitting smoking? Many strategies like didn't work, and throwing away all my cigarettes, all that stuff didn't work. What actually ended up working was a book that I read. It really helped me seeing smoking in a different light, and that really stuck with me. And I actually, instead of throwing out my cigarettes, that one time that it stuck, I kept my pack with my lighter. I kept it, and I said to myself, it's right there. It's there. I can smoke if I want to. And I kept reading the book, and I never smoked again, and I still have the pack of cigarettes. It's in a memory box. I found it last year. So anyways, we'll get there. We will get there. And there's also a good news in all that. Even though I didn't really improve at singing or playing guitar, and I was not consistent, I actually finished that song. I worked at it on and off here and there, and I finished it. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible. And I'm gonna leave a link to the song if ever you're curious, you want to hear it. And also since then I've written at least one other song that I'm practicing. I'm having a hard time, but it's not like I've done nothing at all. But 2 years later, there's no real improvements in my skills. But that's gonna change. It's gonna change. And if you think this video could be inspiring to someone, please share it. Thank you so much in advance. Like the video and subscribe. It's gonna really help me. And I'm looking forward to reading all your comments and your stories and your advice. We can help each other. I'll see you in just a few days for another one. Thank you so much for watching.